This is one of those moments. Does the torch pass on to Moses Itauma? Some have climbed, others have reminded us as to how good and dangerous that they can be.
Do you want to go now?
I was literally chilling. I was chilling in my room, and got a call from Francis. I was like, "Do you want?"
I feel like the underdog all the time. You know, I never lose that mentality. I like being the underdog. I like being the dark horse. You know, I'm ready to just bring a surprise and put them to sleep. You know, all of the guys out there are gonna put in front of me. It's my time.
He's a big name.
Of course. But obviously, I ain't coming in here having the expectation that he's gonna come here and lay down. No, that's not it. But I believe that I'm going to win this fight.
Face-off, Moses Itauma and Daniel Dubois face each other in a tense moment. Dubois admits he respects Moses' skill but says it's his time to win. Moses stays calm and confident, showing the crowd he's mentally strong and ready for the...
I respect, you know, he's been on form for the last couple of fights, but if you look at, you know, I think he's had his day in my opinion.
Eddie Hearn explains that at only 20 years old, Moses Itauma needs to manage his career wisely and make smart choices. The audience can see the patience and guidance that have helped him grow, while Dubois seems more reactive, showing how mature and professional Moses has become.
Or he might knock him out, I don't know, but personally, at 20, you know, you got to get it right. And Frank, like I said, Frank knows what he's doing, and I think I'd be very surprised if they took that kind of test, yeah.
Amir Khan talks about the careful approach needed with Moses Itauma. The audience understands that rushing a young talent like him could do more harm than good. Even at just 20, Moses already shows skill and composure beyond his age, while Dubois seems more impatient. Fans can see that Moses' growth is smart and well-planned, setting him up for long-term success against top fighters. Every step of his journey is thought out, making him a dangerous and mentally strong boxer that fans are...
You know what, you don't want to rush him. You want to take it easy, you want to take it slow. Don't rush him, let him enjoy. He's still 20 years old. Let him get to 22, 23 years old. That's then you start putting him in with the top names in boxing, like the Usyks and like the Wilders or even the Joshuas and the Furies. At the moment, I think you should keep on building him. Let him keep on winning like this. I mean, if he...
Adam Smith points out that Moses Itauma is already seen as an elite fighter by fans and experts. He might not be ready to take on the very best just yet, but everyone can see his talent stands out. His footwork, power, and boxing intelligence are far beyond his age. Dubois might have the size advantage, but Moses' technique and calmness give him the edge both mentally and physically. Fans are eager to see how he handles the next stage of his fast rise.
Ready? I think he could beat most heavyweights in the world, with the exception possibly of Usyk and maybe Dubois, possibly AJ. The top 3 or 4, he's not ready for them yet.
Duke McKenzie captures the excitement building around the fight between Moses Itauma and Daniel Dubois. The crowd can feel the generational buzz, with both young fans and longtime boxing followers drawn in. Moses' calmness and talent inspire the next generation of fighters. Dubois may try to intimidate him, but the energy clearly leans toward Moses. Fans sense that this fight is more than just a matchup, it's a showcase of skill, mental strength, and the beginning of a new era in the heavyweight division that everyone can't wait to see unfold.
Let's get that right. However, the intrigue that surrounds this fight, I've got young kids in my gym that are going to be tuning into this fight.
Adam Smith explains why Moses Itauma is such a tough opponent to face. The audience can see how his footwork, reach, and timing make him unpredictable. Dubois has to think carefully before making any move. Moses takes advantage of every opening, showing that his success isn't just about power, it's about skill, intelligence, and strategy. His ability to control the ring both mentally and physically makes him a real challenge for anyone and marks him as the future of heavyweight boxing.
But Moses is that his feet and his distance and his range is so good, and he's so quick that if you commit to the punches, you're going to get countered. And if you don't, you're going to get backed up and taken out. So it's a real puzzle. There's not many heavyweights that are southpaws.
Derek Chisora points out how powerful and well-developed Moses Itauma has become. The audience can see the respect he earns, even from experienced fighters. Dubois may have size and strength, but Moses' skill, discipline, and calm under pressure make him very hard to beat. Fans understand that Moses' rise is no accident. Every move he makes is planned. His mental toughness gives him an advantage that Dubois can't match. The crowd senses that defeating Moses will take more than aggression. It will require intelligence, patience, and the kind of talent Moses continues to show in every fight.
A guy who's 24 years old, who's got always faculties right, getting trained by one of the best trainers in the United Kingdom, and then mate, it's like you got more chance of winning the lottery than you beating that Moses Itauma, let's be honest.
Johnny Nelson highlights the devastating effect Moses Itauma can have on an opponent. The audience sees how Dubois's confidence and game plan fall apart quickly, leaving him struggling. Moses uses precision, power, and speed to take control early, showing why fans are so excited about his potential. His ability to counter an opponent's strengths demonstrates skill and maturity far beyond his years. Everyone watching realizes that Moses isn't just physically strong, he's mentally sharp, able to exploit weaknesses effectively, and his rise in the heavyweight division is well-deserved and truly impressive.
What he did to Daniel, it took away everything, all his attributes. He took away his jab, took away his power, took away his movement, took away his confidence, to the point where Daniel was putting his backside on the floor thinking, wow, you know, we're only in round 5 here and I'm getting chopped up. This guy...
Tony Bellew points out that Moses Itauma's skill and composure are more important than his size. The audience can see that his agility, timing, and ring intelligence make him a serious threat. While he may not yet have the technical polish of someone like Usyk, Moses has instincts and power that can dominate opponents. Fans watching get the feeling that he's the next big star in heavyweight boxing, able to take on bigger fighters and deliver impressive performances. His talent, maturity, and focus make him a complete package that's hard to beat and impossible to ignore in the division.
The only thing that I worry about with Moses is the size. But ultimately, as we've seen now, size becomes irrelevant because look what Alexander Usyk's done. This guy's gone out and beaten everyone, including me. He's exceptional. So I don't think Moses is going to be as technically as good as Alexander Usyk, but he's the next in line. I think he's the future of the heavyweight division. I think he's an outstanding talent.
Johnny Nelson points out that Daniel Dubois faces challenges outside the ring that could limit his potential. The audience can sense Moses Itauma's advantage, as he comes in focused and free from distractions. Moses's mental clarity, discipline, and preparation give him an edge over Dubois, who may struggle with external pressures. Fans can see that Moses's professionalism and calmness, while Dubois deals with complications, make this matchup lean heavily in his favor. The crowd understands that talent alone isn't enough. Mental strength and focus are key advantages that Moses holds over his opponent.
But when you get to elite level, you can't get away with it. I don't think Daniel has the capability, strength in regards to talking to his dad or standing up to his dad or standing up to that setup. I don't think he has the strength to do that, and which is why it will always hold him back. You got to look. This is personal business, so I don't know the ins and outs of it. Caroline, she, as far as I know, she doesn't work with her dad. There must be a reason.
Tony Bellew highlights the huge anticipation around Moses Itauma versus Daniel Dubois. The audience can feel the energy and excitement building as fans of all ages tune in. Moses's calm and confident presence contrasts with Dubois's aggressive style, making the fight even more interesting. Fans can see that this isn't just about skill, it's about composure, mental toughness, and proving yourself on a big stage. Moses has already captured public attention, and this fight could elevate him further, cementing him as a major figure in the heavyweight.
I think this fight's just gone took another toll.
It's absolutely grabbed the public interest now to another level, hasn't it?
This is quite simply the biggest fight this country's ever seen.
It's going to be huge.
Adam Smith highlights Moses Itauma's remarkable abilities, and the audience can immediately see why he's considered a future star. His southpaw stance, explosive power, and fluid movement make him very hard to predict in the ring. Fans watching understand that Moses combines raw talent with intelligence and composure, giving him an edge over Daniel Dubois, who relies more on size and strength. The question of timing adds extra intrigue, but Moses's maturity and preparation suggest he's ready for the challenge. Everyone following the fight can feel the excitement around Moses as a fighter who is not only talented but also smart and mentally strong.
Moses Itauma, who looks absolutely extraordinary, and for me he ticks all the boxes. I like his attitude, I like his style, southpaw, hard-hitting, moves so well. He's going to be very, very difficult to sort of deter. So it's an interesting one because, is this too soon for Moses, or is this just the right fight at the right time?
Russ Anbear praises Moses Itauma as one of the most promising young fighters in years, and the audience can see why experts are already taking notice. Fans watching realize that Moses's success isn't by chance, it comes from precise technique, smart movement, and a deep understanding of boxing. Dubois may have power and experience, but Moses's ability to read opponents, control the pace, and apply pressure consistently sets him apart. The crowd can feel that Moses's rise is genuine and well-earned, and this fight will showcase not just his physical skills, but also his mental sharpness and strategic mastery.
I think Moses is one of the best young fighters boxing has seen in years. And I'm not just saying that based on a result over Dillian. I hope you understand that when I look at a fighter, I'm looking at things that others don't see. I'm not looking at the hype. I'm looking at what he does in the ring, how he does it, his skill set. You know, I'm looking at that because that's the important stuff. And right now, to me, he's shown probably a
Tony Bellew explains why Moses Itauma is so exceptional, and the audience can immediately see the depth of his skill. Moses combines speed, power, agility, and boxing intelligence, making size almost irrelevant. Fans watching can notice that he has qualities similar to great fighters like Alexander Usyk, even if he hasn't reached that level yet, showing huge potential for growth. Dubois may try to rely on strength, but Moses' timing and precision can neutralize brute force. The crowd senses that Moses is a generational talent, with a career path pointing toward dominance. Every part of his preparation shows maturity and vision beyond his years, making him a truly formidable heavyweight.
But he's the next in line. I think he's the future of the heavyweight division. I think he's an outstanding talent. I think he's got a good team around him, Ben Davison and Lee Wiley is the brains that study everything. And they use what we call video analysis now in boxing. They're the one team that you...
Spencer Oliver predicts that Moses Itauma will win in style, and the audience can feel the confidence around his rise. Fans watching know that Moses has everything needed to dominate the heavyweight division: power, skill, and composure. Dubois may have a reputation, but Moses' intelligence and adaptability make him a serious threat to anyone. The excitement in the crowd is clear as Moses combines natural talent with hard training and strategy. This fight will not only show his current abilities but also hint at his future as a world champion. Everyone following the sport understands that Moses is destined for greatness.
Everything, because he knows it's last chance saloon for him. He needs the victory here. So, look. We find out just how good Moses Itauma is, I think, on the 16th of August when he boxes Dillian Whyte, because I think he wins it and wins it in style. But everyone they put in front of him so far is just dismantled. I think this kid's going to go on and win.
The stage is set, and all eyes are on Moses Itauma as he gets ready to face Daniel Dubois in one of the most exciting heavyweight fights of the year. The stakes are high, with Moses looking to prove that his skill, speed, and ring IQ are elite and ready to take on one of Britain's most feared heavyweights. If Moses wins, it will cement him as a top contender and mark the rise of a new force in the division. If Dubois pulls off an upset, it will show his power and resilience. But the smart money is on Moses, who has shown composure, tactical brilliance, and the ability to adapt under pressure. Fans can expect fireworks and a tactical masterclass in one fight. Who wants it more? Who is mentally tougher? The answers will come in the ring, and you have to be there to witness history. Share your predictions below and join the conversation about who will dominate this